So now, welcome to the Arcatraz. Now, I believe back in the day you had to get a key to get in here. But nowadays you can just click on it and open the door. Now, if you're probably thinking, the name of this place sounds like Alcatraz. Yeah, it's basically an arcane version of Alcatraz, which sounds as awful. Which, yeah, it's probably as awful as it sounds, putting it that way. We imprisoned the most dangerous beings we came across in our travels. Zaraketh is a powerful Void Lord. If he escapes into the Netherstorm, he will feed off of the abundant Void energy. So go kill him. Probably noticing how often the Naru just ask us to kill things, don't you? By the way, this used to be a time-walking Burning Crusade dungeon. I recall doing this dungeon in time-walking. My guess is that they changed it to the Botanica because, well, this opening portion here is not exactly fun. Because once you take down the defenders, guess what? This room kind of keeps getting overrun with those things over there. Because, yeah, they'll aggro and we'll have to kill them, but then all of a sudden these horrors just keep pouring into this room. And every time we have to run back, they just keep on coming. They just don't seem to actually stop coming through. So I imagine this was quite a nuisance and annoyance for a lot of players, where they just didn't want to keep on doing this, and doing this run back, having to fight through these horrors, because especially if you die later on, you have to release and run back, and there's a bunch of horrors, but you're by yourself. Just imagine what that's like trying to make your run back all the way to where your group is. You'll notice, yeah, it's basically like as if this place has a big prison breakout with all these different creatures here, since you'll see there's a lot of like soul devourers and death watchers here. These entropic eyes. Very similar models we've seen time and time again. Zaraketh the Unbound. Most creatures from the Twisting Nether require constant directions from their masters, but a select few Void Wraiths need no such orders. Zaraketh stands at the entrance to Arcatraz, ready to slay all who would dare challenge him. He has Shadow Nova, where he does damage to all players within 45 yards and knocks them back. Seed of Corruption, yes. And he summons a Void Zone that inflicts shadow damage to all players that stand within it. So, yeah. If you play an Infliction Warlock, you know how bad a Seed of Corruption can be.
Life energy to consume.
AOE incoming.
The shadow will engulf you.
So yeah, that's the big Shadow Nova. There's the Void Zone. It's like stop standing under it. I don't think he'll cast Seed of Corruption, but he will keep casting those other abilities. There's the knockback. Creatures of the Void are naturally chaotic, but they are a necessary part of the universe. But they must be kept in check by the light. Two powerful agents of the Burning Legion, Wrathscryer, Socothrates, and Delilah the Doomsayer have begun rallying the demons on board together into a small army. You cannot let their forces grow any larger, or the Arcatraz may soon become yet another Legion stronghold. So this next encounter is actually kind of funny. It's listed as two bosses, which they are, but they're kind of like 2 in 1. Because they're in the same room, and, well, you'll hear. You'll get to hear some funny dialogue. In fact, depending on which order you do them, you take them down, you'll hear some funny dialogue as well. I do remember going through this area kind of sucked when you're trying to do this in time walking, because these things are not fun to deal with. Also, you'll notice a whole... Yeah, that's like a whole bunch of that Naru energy and technology in this place. Yeah. Keep in mind that a lot of this is all part... even though it's kind of a separate floating platform and vessel kind of next to the Tempest Keep, essentially this is all, like, kind of part of it. Also, Eridar. Plenty of Eridar here. Some Kill Jaden and Archimond wannabes.
Did you call on me?
Why would I call on you?
To do your heavy lifting, most likely.
When I need someone to prance around like an overstuffed peacock, I'll call on you.
Then I'll commit myself to ignoring you.
What would you know about commitment, Sheetside?
You're the one who should be... Wait. We have company.
So yeah, those two are married. Yes, those are two demons that are actually married. And they certainly sound like a long-time married couple that are probably a little sick of each other at this point, because they've been married for... Gosh, you can probably say millennia. Countless millennia. So on the left we have Delilah, the Doomsayer. Before she was imprisoned by the Naru, Delilah was one of the most vicious and aggressive warriors within the Burning Legion. Spending so much time as a cellmate to Wrath's Scryer Socrates did not improve her disposition either. Speaking of which, millennia ago, Socrates held a position of honor among the Wrath Guards, standing at the side of the Burning Legion's top commanders. Confinement did not suit his considerable ego, neither did his cellmate. So, she has Whirlwind, Gift of the Doomsayer, curses a player for 10 seconds, giving them a chance to heal Delilah when they are healed. So the idea was, of course, that if you heal the tank and she has the curse on the tank, you heal her. She has double attack and Shadow Wave, which is basically Shadow Bolt, basically. And has them increase take more damage from Shadow by 50%. He has Fellfire, where he will knock all players within 10 yards away, and he'll charge a player, leaving a wall of fire in his wake. And inflicts fire damage to every second to all players that are in it. He has Fellfire Shock, and Fell Immolation. So
It's too far away.
now, depending on who you fight and kill first, the other one will have different dialogue based on, what he did. So you'll see he also has Immolation going on for him. So let's go ahead and take him on first.
A target for my frustrations.
Don't worry about me. Kill that worthless dullard instead.
They're at the point where they are like more than happy with us killing either of them. So he knocks me back, and then he charges at me. There's the Fellfire in his wake. Knew this was the only way out.
Congratulations. I've wanted to do that for years.
You're next.
It is unwise to anger me.
He angered you for so long, and he was still around.
Reap the whirlwind!
So there's Whirlwind. She casted Gift of the Doomsayer.
Just what I needed.
Shadow Wave and Heal.
Now I'm really angry.
The Legion seeks only to consume. They hold no regard for the balance. Harbinger Skyrus is the heart of the problem in the Arcatraz. He corrupted Warden Melikar and made him release many of the prisoners. It is only a matter of time before the Harbinger himself is let loose. You cannot let a servant of the old gods live. Well, okay then. This is going to be kind of a follow-up to the guys we encountered back in Arcatraz. We're also going to have quite the funny cameo here coming up. Which honestly was one of the reasons why I didn't mind doing this dungeon back when this was part of Time Walking. So yeah, you pass by, those sentinels come online and shock you, and it becomes kind of annoying. It's like, oh gosh! Because you're trying to avoid them, but you can't really do that. You'll also notice some ethereals here. And some abyssals. Along with Doombringers. Which is actually going to be kind of funny in a moment. But yeah, there he is. There's that warden. So he is not the boss here. That Harbinger guy is.
I knew the prince would be angry, but I have not been myself. I had to let them out. The Great One speaks to me, you see. Wait, outsiders. Kael'thas did not send you. Good. I'll just tell the prince you released the prisoners. The Naru kept some of the most dangerous beings in existence here in these cells. Let me introduce you to another.
So this becomes kind of a gauntlet encounter. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off on this character, that sound customizer, because I'm sure you guys are getting a little tired of hearing that.
Yes, yes, another! Your will is mine! Behold, yet another terrifying creature of incomprehensible power!
Really?
Where in Bonzo's brass buttons am I? And who are... Oh, that is one mother of a headache.
Hi, Millhouse.
What is this? A lowly gnome? I will do better, oh Great One.
Lowly? I don't care who you are, friend. No one refers to the mighty Millhouse Manastorm as lowly. I have no idea what goes on here, but I will gladly join your fight against this impudent imbecile. Prepare to defend yourself, cretin!
Sulfur on magma
I
throwers?
just need to get some things ready first. You guys go ahead and get started. I need to summon up some water. Fantastic! Next, some protective spells. Yes, now we're cooking! And of course, I'll need some mana. You guys are gonna love this! Just wait! All right! Who ordered up an extra large can of whoop ass?
So now they actually start helping us.
Anarchy.
You guys feel free to jump in anytime.
Oh, you are so wise. Yes, I see it now, of course.
Hi, how are you?
And then he gets a Draconid out.
Hi, you're a tall one.
My, you're a tall one.
Ice. Ice, baby.
One final cell remains. Yes, oh Great One. Right away.
It is a small matter to control the mind of the weak, for I bear allegiance to powers untouched by time, unmoved by fate. No force on this world or beyond harbors the strength to bend our knee. Not even the mighty Legion.
Welcome, O Great One. I am your humble servant.
Bear witness to the agent of your demise.
And he kills him. How often does that happen? He does Mind Rend on Millhouse. He casts Fear.
Undreamed of.
So yeah, this guy... So yeah, he actually will, you actually can see these things here.
I'm gonna light you up, sweet cheeks.
So he has...
Ice, baby.
So yeah, he'll create an illusion of himself and use Mind Rend to assault players. He has Mana Burn. He has Mind Control, Domination for 6 seconds. Fear, and Mind Rend.
Merely one of.
Who's bad? Who's bad? That's right, we bad.
Thanks for your help, Millhouse. Your actions this day have prevented countless tragedies. Now, how about you don't go off and join the Twilight's Hammer and Cataclysm? Sound good?
Can I help you?
I should be able to get out of here now, thanks. So yeah, we'll see him again in Cataclysm. And then, of course, later on we'll see him as well. We'll definitely see him again in Legion as well as Shadowlands. Yeah, let's just say we'll keep constantly seeing Millhouse make some nice, funny cameos. But, yeah, we are now done with the Netherstorm. Now, before we actually kind of move forward, we actually have a bit of a time traveling to do. Now, these next one are kind of cool, and are actually nice teases for what was going to come later on in Cataclysm. But we're actually going to be heading back in time to old Hillsbrad Foothills, and I have some very cool things to show you that I don't think a lot of players have ever really seen. There are some really cool Easter eggs in this dungeon that I'm pretty sure a lot of players have never even seen because it's not really a part of the dungeon, it's just extra stuff there that you have to kind of go out of your way to go find, because it's not where the main dungeon area is. But I'll show that off and explain more when we get there. So stay tuned for that.